To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I'm watching the man they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
David Price will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he didn't finish what he started, but he did throw a strong 8 innings, got his ball club to win.
And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, guys, Mookie Betts puts it all on the line in every single game. He's not afraid to risk his body if it means taking a chance at making an incredible play. I've seen him take on walls at full speed.
Boof Bones will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
And here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. And you're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
Hey, one time, right now.
Hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Throw won't get him.
Already their second double of the ball game here in the first inning. He's not fooling too many guys out there at this point, that's for sure.
Jackie Bradley Jr., the hitter now with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Batting set.
Boy, that's now 3 extra base hits.
Yan Gomes is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
On the ground to third. Bones. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Boof Bones is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Into the seats, 0-1. Kluber's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. In the air to center field and deep. Back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer here in the series as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Into the box, Boof Bones. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Boof Bones will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Let her rip.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh? Hey, see it. Drive it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His third home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, if his guys go on to win the pennant, I think you're looking at the MVP just on the strength of this one ball game alone. Now, I'm not ready to call it one for the ages yet, but it is a very, and I mean...
So standing in, Boof Bones, and he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Yeah, all he needs here is the double, guys, so he's going to be feeling just a little bit of pressure. Cycles are so rare to get.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Come on, big guy.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Smith is in his tracks now. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Number 25.
Well, unfortunately, this is probably going to be his last at-bat. This triple will give him 3 legs of the cycle, so unless his guys really go to work, he won't have a chance to finish it off. But either way, he's had a tremendous ball game. And this is the capper right here.
Let's ride. Let's
So
go,
coming
right
to the
here.
plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. And all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle.
And he knows it too, guys. Let's see if he can send a jolt through one right here.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into. Striding into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He singled his last time up.
Flat up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Kipnis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget. After some high drama in Game 1, a capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Stephen Wright is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty. In his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Sure, guys. Some of the things that Xander Bogaerts does at shortstop, absolutely incredible. He's got a ton of speed, allows him to cover ground, arm as good as anybody at the position.
Boof Bones will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Carrasco pauses. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ramirez is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, very tough to get on top of a fastball at 96. Even if you miss it by an inch or two, this is what the result will be. An easy pop-up.
Hey, come on now.
Brandon Geyer will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time.
One out now.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Smoke toward third. On to first, and there were two down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score.
Hey, we got two.
Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Boof Bones will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
In to score is the runner from third. It's a 6-1 game.
But here you go from above. First pitch of the at-bat, why not just send it right back up the middle and pick up the RBI? Well, that's about as simple as this game can be right there.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. First and second here with nobody out. Grounded to the right. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. Settling in now, Dustin Pedroia. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And that with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Boof Bones will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Hit high and deep to right center. Looking up is the center fielder. Still going back. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 4th long ball of this series. Indians.
One down, one down.
Runners off for second. A ball hit hard to the left side. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he is in there.
Well, with the runner moving, the big opening here is to the right side of the field, but you're going to see it right here. He winds up pulling this ball into left. So as long as you get that runner to third.
Boof Bones will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going.
All right, one time, one time. You can do it.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Set to deliver the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway out. Brantley is under it. He's got it one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Carlos Santana will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Bones is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Boof Bones is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the fifth.
Right now, kid. Here we go.
Into the windup and the pitch. This one's hit deep out to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, you know he's got one home run already, and I think off the bat right there, he was pretty sure he got another one. But you can see this ball's going to wind up just a little bit short as it kicks off the wall. He's going to have to settle for just...
Jackie Bradley Jr. stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he didn't look good on a changeup last time, and he just skied it. So don't be surprised if he sees a similar approach on this at-bat.
Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball.
Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 10-6. Good night from Fenway.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For Cleveland, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 19 runners on base.
Postseason baseball on the show is in full swing. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And guys, you know I don't like the phrase must win if it's not a must-win situation. It's so overused. But even though this isn't technically a must-win game, boy, you go down 3-0 to this bunch, well, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. So they need to come up with a huge effort here.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Cleveland Indians.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Eric, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm really excited to have the chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Trevor Bauer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he could not find the plate. He ended up walking a ton of guys. We'll see if he can find the strike zone in this one.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the great shortstops in the game, especially when you're talking about athleticism, Francisco Lindor. What he does just amazes every time out.
Boof Bones will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Bauer pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. Jackie Bradley Jr. comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Looking to minimize the damage here. Grounded to third. Ramirez is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Settling in now, Boof Bones. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Bauer's ready. Here's the first pitch. Shot toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling two all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr., who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were two runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing...
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Now in the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A runner on first with two away. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bones in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Bones will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the third time tonight, he has served up a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His fifth so far in this series, as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Yan Gomes will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that...
Bones will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going.
Hey, so you didn't drive in here?
High pop-up. Gomes has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That's a disappointing final at bat there. You figure he probably won't get another shot at finishing off the cycle, but still a very good performance to say the least.
Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the Show Nation.
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In Game 4 of the American League Championship Series, the Red Sox center fielder, number 25, had a great day driving in 5 on 3 hits as Boston defeated the Indians, clinching the American League pennant. They will represent the AL in the World Series starting in a couple of days. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.
In front of a standing room only crowd, this joint is abuzz with activity. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all 3 of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Steve, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Corey Kluber will be on the mound for Game 4. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, was not real effective in his last start. Gave up 5 earned runs. Going to have to try to limit that here in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Booth Bones will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Here you
Stepping
go.
in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now the runner's trying for third.
Take a turn.
Hit hard on the ground to second. One away. And he is in there.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia will step in here with a runner at third now, so maybe an important at-bat here early in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you really need to get something out of this inning, even if it's just a sacrifice fly. If you let this guy off the hook, he might not even give you another chance.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hot shot on the ground to short. Lindor comes up with it. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball...
Michael Brantley digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
On the ground to third. To his left, Bones. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know.
Into the box now. Boof. Bones. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here's a high pop-up. Ramirez is calling for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there now.
Into the box. Boof. Bones, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Now, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Kluber pauses. First pitch on the way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Going back is the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. You know, a night game.
Settling in now, Boof. Bones. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is the center fielder. And that's the third out. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. It's the Indians 9 and the Red Sox 5. Boof. Bones makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Hey, right guy, right spot. Clutch up now. Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 10-6. Good night from Cleveland.
And 11 runners left on base. For the Red Sox, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Through the first 4 games, it's been quite a rough and tumble series, and this crowd is expecting more of the same here. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, this is still anyone's series as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, and now you can see they're down 3-1, so we're in that classic must-win territory now. They're going to need to win 3 straight to take the series. But as a player, you really can't think that way. It's time for that old baseball cliche. You got to take them 1 game at a time, and that definitely applies right here and now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. This series has pretty much been all about him, and he's driven in a whole boatload of runs so far. This kind of hitting is really hard to maintain, but who knows? Maybe he's got more in store for us in this one.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Boof Bones steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall, a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, his 6th of this series, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Boof Bones. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Oh, and guys, he absolutely hammered that pitch. When you're talking about a long home run, they all count the same, but goodness gracious, was that thing hit.
Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. The second for one. Brandon Guyer will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Boof Bones strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lindor will wait on it, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Into the box now, Brandon Guyer. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Well, a pretty productive at bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Hit to third. Bones is up with it, and he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits. Boof Bones will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run.
Got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty good.
And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
It's been a series that's had a little of everything so far. And an overflow crowd is on hand to see if we'll crown a league champion here tonight. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, obviously things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
And here you see the results of those first 5 games, and it's been everything that we could have hoped for. And now at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. And judging by the noise that this crowd is making, that will not be an easy task.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's made a difference in this series so far. Already with 2 home runs to his credit, he looks really locked in at the plate, and I think he's got a good chance to keep that hot hitting going.
David Price will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matt, he's coming off a complete game victory in his last start. Looked great in that one. We'll see if he can continue that here.
And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Settling in now, Yan Gomes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
There aren't too many catches that you're going to have to worry about dropping a bunt down on. But boy, give this guy credit. He sensed the opportunity, and he's going to wind up
Boof Bones will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ramirez is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
He'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. You know, when he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. You know, he had no chance of that working out well for him.
Francisco Lindor will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit to third. Bones scoops it on to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you see there, the winner in this series will have most of the country rooting against them as they'll take on the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. Boof Bones will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
First offering on its way. Lifted in the air to center. Smith over to his right. He's got it one away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Brandon Geyer will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Boof Bones will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Here we go.
Popped high in the air. Lindor settles under it near second. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game. I'm told that the last remaining seats for this one were snapped up within 11 minutes of going on sale this morning. But we're happy you have a seat there at home. It's the finale, Game 7 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of pressure here in the building tonight. I mean, you can feel it when you just walk into this place. The players know what's at stake. the fans know what's at stake. The winner goes to the World Series, the loser goes home. The stakes don't come any bigger than this.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting nine. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been an impact bat with 8 RBIs already in this series, so it'll be interesting to see if these pitchers approach him any differently than they have so far. I would think they will.
Rick Porcello gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last outing, he got hit around pretty well. Gave up 6 earned runs. Gonna have to miss some bats in this one.
And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on Boof Bones will get his first opportunity here in Game 7, and obviously a lot riding on every at-bat at this point.
Yeah, it's win or go home, and this is where you really have to start to lean on your stars. So he's going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to come up with something big.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Geyer has a read on it, and that's the third out. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more from the big one. Game 7 returns after this. Boof Bones will stand in an early RBI opportunity here in Game 7.
And it goes without saying, this is an important one to cash in on. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get, so you got to make everyone count.
All right, one time. You can do it.
Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he botches it.
Right here.
The run scores from second.
Well, errors are going to happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a bad time to make a mistake like this. That allows 2 runners to come in and score, and that's the kind of letdown that'll cost your ball game.
Come on now, get the pitch up there.
Jackie
kid.
Bradley Jr. comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Skied into straightaway right. Geyer giving chase. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. The runner from second crosses the plate. Make it 5-1.
Dustin Pedroia.
Boof Bones will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. One down. Boof Bones gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch on its way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 8th in this series alone, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. Powerful.
Stepping in, Boof Bones, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Hey, Steven driving here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Tack on another run there. They've put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Jackie Bradley Jr. digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Runners off for second. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit. The throw to third. And the throw in from Brantley will not be in time. He's in there at third base.
Well, that's not a hanger either.
Dustin Pedroia stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Let's go right here.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. It's the Red Sox 11 and the Indians 3. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one.
Oh, this is really a great moment for these guys. They are the American League champions, and now they're going to get a shot to play for the ultimate prize, a chance at winning a World Series.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 11-3. Good night from Fenway.